Hello, my name is Naila Paredes, and I will be a first-year law student for the fall 2025 semester at the Louisiana State University Law Center. My biggest motivation to become an attorney and pursue a legal career is an unfortunate situation that my family went through when I was 10 years old. When I was 10 years old, my mother found some documents crossing the U.S.-Mexico International Bridge. And these documents were, government issued documents. And my parents, being of good faith, decided to find the person who was, the owners of these documents. And at the time, we were able to find them through Google. And unfortunately, on Christmas Eve, when I was 10, my parents were arrested on a false accusation of the owners, who were saying that my parents had extorted them and that they were wanting money for their documents. And of course, this was false, but they were arrested on Christmas Eve. And the next day, on Christmas Day, they stood in court. And fortunately, my sister, who had just returned home from the army, from her trainings, she had just joined the army, she was able to use her army bonus to pay for my parents' bail. And a year later, they stood in at their arraignment, and their accusers did not show up to court. And fortunately, the case was dismissed for a lack of evidence. But unfortunately, my parents and my family did suffer from consequences for years later, because we felt helpless and we felt very wronged because of this great injustice that my family had suffered. And interestingly enough, I ended up working at the American Bar Association South Texas Pro Bono Asylum Representation Project, where I could help others who felt that they were wronged by their own government in their countries of origin. And as a paralegal, I would serve these detained asylum seekers in detention facilities, and I would help them with their asylum applications that they would represent themselves in court pro se. I would help them pro se. And there were moments that I felt this helplessness that I felt when I was a young girl, because I felt like I could not help my clients, because they wanted an attorney, they needed an attorney, but unfortunately I was only able to help them pro se on their cases because I was a paralegal. So with fear in my heart, because of the uncertainty, I decided to take the LSAT and apply to law school, and I have been accepted to LSU. And in this job, I realized that a lot of these asylum seekers were wronged by their government, and there was a lot of injustice in other countries as well, not just what my parents had experienced. So I decided to pursue a career as an international human rights attorney. That is my goal for the future. I would like to prosecute war criminals at the International Criminal Court in The Hague, Netherlands. Of course, this is what I hope is my lasting legal impact in the legal field. But after law school, my immediate goal is to return home and either work at the Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid, where I could help others who have been wrongly accused in the criminal law sector, or work at the American Bar Association South Texas Pro Bono Asylum Representation Project to help asylum seekers as well. And those are my biggest motivations, and I hope to be considered for your scholarship program. Thank you.